Activate the computer guru. The computer guru. Working.
So it's we've had a few weeks now to play with Windows 8. It's if you go into a store, your standard big box type store, office supply store, all the computers have Windows 8. If you come into the Computer Guru's shop here in Santa Fe, you'll see some Windows 8 systems, but we still have Windows 7 on quite a few. Of course, any of them can be made to be Windows 8 systems if that's what you want. But we're stepping cautiously here, and there's a good reason. Let me, hold on, I'm going to get my Bible here. There we go. Here we go. So, Chapter 9, verse 3, Windows 8 Bible. Okay, so get a load of this. You'll love it. In a Twitter world, we have a book made of tree slivers. 1,134 pages. Can you imagine? And what is this filled with? I've looked at it. The point is that not everyone has time to read 1,134 pages or even 134 pages, and not everyone wants to. So when you're talking about Windows 7 versus Windows 8, perhaps the first thing to realize is there are all sorts of people who don't want to learn anything new. And I don't mean that in any pejorative or judgmental sense. In fact, I would kind of mean it in a positive sense. You know, that old folk wisdom, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're using your little computer and you've got Windows 7 and everything works, why bother? Keep the thing running, keep the thing clean, keep the thing fast. You know, upgrade if you need to, but do we really need to go from Windows 7 to Windows 8 and therefore have to learn a whole new style of operating, which may not bring any tangible benefits? As I mentioned in my previous video, Windows 8 has lots of benefits for Microsoft because it allows them to put one operating system, more or less one operating system. They have Windows RT and Windows 8. We'll talk about that in a second. It allows them to put one operating system on tablets, phones, and desktop computers. And as I mentioned in my previous video, that's sort of aggressive and rather bold, because even the mighty Apple gets its business done, you might say, which its business is developing and selling lots and lots and lots of gadgets to people. They get it done using a different operating system for the tablet and the phone and the computer. So did Microsoft really need to do this? That's a good question. Apple, who is sort of leading the way here, nobody's further along, I don't think, than they are. Certainly not Microsoft, certainly not even Google. I think the latest horse race results is that Apple is winning again, so that's cool. I like Apple better than Google. We'll talk about that again someday. So you've got this Windows 8 everywhere, whether you like it or not. Come to the Guru if you still want Windows 7 or, for that matter, XP. But I've been playing with it, and it's cool, but a lot of it is just, you know, touch, swipe, blah, blah, blah. And unless you have a touchscreen computer, a large computer, you know, unless you have touch, who needs it? And more to the point, does it really have any benefits? Again, obviously it has a benefit on a tablet, and obviously it has a benefit on a phone, because guess what? There's no keyboard to speak of, and there's no mouse, right? So of course you need touch on a small gadget, but I'm not so sure. You know, Microsoft really, I think, needs to focus a little more on real user benefits and not Microsoft benefits. Of course, Microsoft is a massively egocentric and selfish company, you might say. But I'm not seeing major. You know, it's cool, it's fresh, it's fun. You know, swipe this, that. But when it comes down to doing work, I'm not sure that we're seeing any real benefits to Windows 8. You know, does anything underneath, under the hood, work any better? It's too early to tell. So we're going to say that we're still pretty early in this game. Again, it's not a bad operating system. It's a nice looking operating system. But if someone comes in here and says, listen, you know, I do this and I do that, I do my email, I do the web, you know, do I really need Windows 8? If I was working at one of those large stores and my job was to sell Windows 8 no matter what, because that's basically all I had to sell, I suppose I would push a little harder on the alleged benefits of Windows 8. But, you know, some people miss their little start buttons. I don't blame them. So for now, it's sure, Windows 8 if you like touch, if you want touch. Windows 8 or Windows RT, which is a kind of a reduced functionality, non-fully compatible version, a light version of Windows 8. So if you buy Windows RT Gadget, which is made for the ARM processor, the what's that? Reduced in risk Cambridge, blah 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 blah. It's built for a different chip. It's not built for the Intel chipset, like most versions of Windows are. So whether it's Windows RT or Windows 8, you gotta want touch. You gotta love touch. You gotta need touch, because if you don't, it's a hard sell. Let's just put it that way. It's a hard sell on Windows 8. Now this could change. As we use it more, we might decide, wow, it's impervious to viruses, or wow, it never crashes. You know, all these great things. And of course, given the sordid history of Windows and crashes and blue screens and all that, you know, any improvements in Windows traditional flaws would be welcome. And if the way we can get a better Windows is to learn Windows 8 and live with Windows 8, that's what we'll do. You know, we're willing to make sacrifices here, God knows. So anyway, a little wrap on Windows 8. We'll have more coming down the pike here. Again, Windows 8 is just happening, just barely happening here. It's a long time. I've sold a few Windows 8 computers, obviously. I've upgraded a few computers from Windows 7 to Windows 8. Those upgrades have gone pretty smoothly. What I have not done is it's too new. I haven't got a single Windows 8 computer in here yet to work on. And that's the way it always is. When a new technology comes, there'll be a lag time, you know, before I get to play with it. So anyway, this is real time. This is news from the front, and I will keep everyone informed on the latest and greatest thinking about Windows 8. Computer Guru, signing off until next time. Bye.